Everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to go to Fretboard Summit, which is here in Chicago, hosted by the Old Town School of Folk. I did this last year. It was a lot of fun. Let's go check it out. Holy smokes. What? K-line guitars. I'm gonna try to go really slow. Oh, I remember these guys from last year. Oh, that is so cool. That is just so cool. That is so cool. JHS. Not a Dumbledore. I love that. First of all, this is Mark Bartell. For all of you who love Tone King amps, this is the guy that started Tone King. And then it went to Premier Builders Guild after that, right?
That's right.
But since then, he's been building Bartells. And there's just some of the greatest amps that we've had at the shop. I have been a huge fan of them. I loved Tone King when he was building them. And I'm just happy to see that you're still building. But you have this Swingland here. I'm gonna let Mark take it away, but this is a 3-watt amp that we cannot keep in stock.
All right, kind of the main feature of the Swingland is that it's designed to give you the sound of a big, loud tube amp at manageable volumes. I know that's a lot of solutions to do that,
yeah.
But this is my own way of doing it. And the way I did it was I developed an overdrive circuit that models the kind of harmonic profile and dynamics and the development of the harmonic profile as you go into distortion. And that makes it really sound and feel like a pair of big pentodes being pummeled.
Oh, yeah.
While it doesn't involve any power tubes whatsoever. So you can play at any level you want and get that same great tone.
This is a very 3D, high headroom, great little amplifier. You could put this on the road and mic it, you'd be just fine.
People do. Many people are playing these with bands, believe it or not, at 3 watts. It's just the cabinets and speaker are very efficient and you get a lot more sound than you would imagine.
And so this colorway is exclusive to CME?
It sure is. Yeah, this is a custom color that we're running for this month.
Woo!
And we're going to be running this color on color scheme on all the models we build.
All right, so what is this that I just played through? Because this is one of the most magical things.
Okay, this is a sneak peek. It's a prototype of the line-out interface that's paired with the Swingland. And originally, the line-out interface for the Swingland was supposed to be a very simple, maybe a mic sim and an output on it to send to your console or something. But it ended up developing into something much more complex and much more sophisticated.
Yeah.
And we're getting a lot of good feedback on it. This was intended to be just a prototype platform for me to test out circuits, but people are loving the way it looks and the way it sounds, so this might end up being a product.
I was telling you, like, it's very bouncy.
Exactly.
Like, it has that, like, it's like the greatest reverb you've ever heard in your life.
Yeah, I mean, you heard how when you were hitting it on those low notes and everything, it really feels like you're playing a big, loud amp, mic'd up, and listening to the from the console.
100%. So this is a proto.
This is a proto.
So I can't take this home with me today.
Yeah. No. And in fact, it's not even finished. It includes the primary thing that this does is it gives you mic and cab sim, 2 mic and cab sims. There's a Coles 4038 and an SM57. Quite an accurate analog simulation of those 2 mics. And it's a very elaborate circuit, much more than you would see in most other analog solutions like this. It took me 600 components to get that done. That's actually only half the story. There's also going to be an analog circuit to simulate pair of U87s in my room. And it's a very good room sound there. and we're going to do all of that analog. It's going to be just as elaborate and extensive design.
Mark, it's so cool, man.
Thanks.
So cool. And that is so beautiful sounding, truly. And this amp, man, this little amplifier right here, you guys, I know we have quite a few coming in, but they just keep selling out. We never, I've yet to see one of them on the floor for people to play because they just keep selling out.
Yeah, well, it just kind of hits where a lot of players are. They want that big tube amp sound. They've tried all the other solutions. This is a really excellent solution for that at low volume.
You did a great job. Problem with coming to this show is that you want everything that you see. You guys are looking for like a low wattage amplifier that sounds like a legitimate amp. That Swingland is the way to go. You might know Shelby from Minor Characters.
Major players.
Major players. If you know, you know. This is Shelby, a good friend who used to work at CME, but now he has started his own company called Black Bobbin.
Bobbin.
You guys know Black Bobbin. If you don't, you're welcome. All right, Shelby, I'm going to stop talking and let you... I've been hearing about this guitar.
Yes.
Here we go.
This is our tone for the show. Called Marjorie. It's a floral pattern that we recreated and then made a matching Benson Redland and matching Josie strap.
That is so cool. You need a pedal. Where's the pedal?
I'm going to make a Craft cover for this too with florals. So we found a vintage piece of fabric and I scanned it, recreated it, and now we can make it on anything we want.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
That's
it's a
awesome.
quarter-inch piece of epoxy over a fabric top.
I love that, dude.
Isn't that so cool? It's like a modern take on a paisley.
Is it solid? Is it hollow? What is it?
It's solid. Yep.
It is solid.
So it's all solid, thin piece of fabric and then epoxy top.
Tell the people about your headstock.
Oh, my headstock. Yeah, this is our proprietary headstock. I was reading a book about Paul Bigsby and about the relationship between Paul and Leo. And so I was very inspired here by the Bigsby headstock. And so I was looking at the lines of the JM, and I borrowed the bass horn here. So the bass horn of the Jazzmaster lines are here, and the treble side is right here. So the lines in the Jazzmaster are in the headstock as well.
So cool.
I was kind of conceptualizing what would Leo have done if he had given the Jazzmaster its own headstock, and continued to borrow from Paul Bigsby.
All right, show me this new model.
The new model is
What
the
do we
flat
got?
iron.
Black Bobbin is also in Chicago, you guys.
Yes, so the Fantone and the Flatiron are both based on Harmony-made guitars, continuing like the story and legacy of guitars made here in Chicago. Harmony was the largest manufacturers of musical instruments on the planet until the 70s. So they made K, Silvertone, True Tone. This guitar is based on the True Tone Vanguard, and True Tone was Harmony's line for Western auto stores. So in the 60s, you could go to Western Auto and buy a quart of oil and a guitar. But the True Tone Vanguard has like a wooden bridge. It's like a kid's starter guitar.
Dude, that's sweet, Shelby.
So we started with that bass, made an offset waist, and it's like a Tele SG. I've never really bonded with a humbucker guitar. Like SGs are as close as it gets, but it feels like an SG is still like way out here.
Yeah.
So the offset waist really helps bring it back in. And now you can just have all the like beautiful benefits of a humbucker, and then a chopped Tele bridge, string through body, and the guitar just like totally sings. This model is named after the building that we're in Wicker Park, which is this historic arts building called the Flatiron.
Yep.
And this is a ornate piece on the outside of the building that we borrowed for this. What I also found out was that when the Flatiron building was built in 1918, Lyon and Healy had a music store on the ground level.
Oh, no way.
So there was a music store there selling sheet music and pianos to the burgeoning Polish population of Wicker Park in the 1918s.
Dude, that's sick. I think this is my favorite Black Bobbin.
Yeah, dude. I feel like this is for you guys.
Sad boy songs, arpeggiation.
It's like so springy.
Yeah, I love the neck.
It's just
It's
right.
a V.
It's almost.
It's a V.
It's like very round with a little bit of V. It's like the perfect C. It's a larger.
Dude, this is a really great guitar.
Thank you so much.
Everybody, what do you think? You guys dig this? That is sweet. That is so cool. All right, everybody. Aaron with Powers Guitars. We are one of the biggest dealers for Powers. You guys know that we carry them. But we have a really cool array of examples here, and we're just going to go through them for you all because I know some of you know them, some of you don't, and if you don't, you're bound to because they're awesome guitars. So, these guitars are made by Andy Powers of Taylor Guitars, but totally separate of Taylor.
Yep.
100% separate. Two different companies.
Build design's different. Everything, there's like really no DNA between the two. So
cool. All right.
Yeah, man. I mean, Andy Powers was working on and repairing vintage guitars, electric guitars since he was a kid, and he took everything that he liked and didn't like about those guitars and started building it from the ground up. So it really embodied what his influences growing up, which is Southern California, surfing, hot rods, that sort of thing. I'd love to start out with this one because it's satin black, all just black hardware, and that sort of look is really, really cool, right?
I love it. Yep, murdered out.
Absolutely. We do the black anodized hardware on this one, PF42 pickups, the dark knob, so it's all just whites and grays and blacks. Everything we do has a Honduran rosewood fretboard with the split radius, so it's flatter on the treble side and rounder on the bass side for those really nice chords. But you can do two-step bends without choking out the notes.
Yeah.
So
it's a very comfortable neck. Extremely comfortable neck.
super easy to play, super lightweight.
Kind of like a neck everyone can agree on.
Yeah. I think that's what they like about it. It's like, wow, why is this different? And it's the feel of the mahogany, the open pore mahogany, and the Honduran board.
Yeah,
and the split radius. So love this. Original pickups, the full Faraday FF42s. You guys did a really cool like shark gray. Your buyer Dan came out and picked that maple top out. So with the camtail, the neutral knobs on this, and you know all about the camtail, how you see the diameters of the string. Some are smaller, some are bigger based on the tension. Because the G string doesn't have as far to move as the E string. So when you're using the vibrato, everything's in tune, kind of like a pitch wheel on a keyboard. And
it gets back to pitch. And it is, dude, it's hand stamped. All this lettering is hand stamped.
Yeah.
The serial is hand stamped. This is all proprietary.
You're right. We make everything on the guitar except the tuning pegs, right?
Yep.
So we're doing the entire thing. Even the bags, like people freak out over the gig bags as well.
Oh yeah, we'll get to those. Those
Okay,
are so
got
cool.
it. You got it. I was happy you guys got one of these. This is one of 10 in this Glacier Burst color. So this was a NAMM special for this year. We did 10 blue and 10 red, kind of like a fire and ice thing.
So cool.
But we saved some of this just most bird's eye, if I can use that term.
Yeah.
Maple top.
You just did.
Okay,
it's
good.
official. It's on the internet, so it's real.
Super dark Honduran board, gloss the back. Absolutely gorgeous guitar. So yeah, you got one of 10 worldwide right here.
So cool.
At the Fretboard Summit. This is one of the OG colors, creamsicle, vintage Porsche color. It works really well on this guitar, on this body shape, the fire stripe guard.
Yeah.
Once again, very lightweight hardtail. If you didn't know anything about the hardtail too, while looking super elegant and very slim, it's got a piece of neoprene under here. So it's like wetsuit material, so it deadens this in between the bridge and the saddle, so you don't get that unwanted noise.
Yeah, like on a Jazz Master.
Which is cool on a Jazz Master,
Yes.
right? That's part of the thing, but this...
Andy's not a fan, so it's dead.
He wants the notes between here and here to work out without any weirdness happening.
Gotcha.
So, like I said, any color works really well on this. Even this cool chroma, got color shift,
cool.
So if you're into that thing, this is it, and it works on this body shape. It's just it's a really cool vibe here. So once again, full Faradays, neutral knobs with a strip of red in there. And then finally, I love this one. You guys, I think, have the only color Koi Blue Powers Electric with the gray anodized hardware, gray anodized camtail, FF42 pickups here. And yeah, that one turned out gorgeous. I think Dan handpicked this. He hand-selected this maple top also.
You may be wondering about the pickup. So there are two pickups. There's full Faraday, and then there's a partial Faraday. So full Faraday, just think Faraday cage that traps kind of everything.
I can show you. I got the pieces over here if you
dude,
want to roll.
we're going.
Full Faraday cage, FF42. So it's fully enclosed in the aluminum, right? It's a single coil neodymium magnet. And what this does, the aluminum does, is keeps out unwanted electromagnetic signals, but the signals you do want to come out in a really wide fashion. So it's very warm and clear. Now for people who are like, wow, it's too big and warm and clear for me, the partial Faraday moves the treble spike over a little bit. So Strat, Telly, if you need that treble bite, that's your partial Faraday. that's your full Faraday.
Yeah,
So
almost
that's-
like what, 335 and single coil kind of thing, if you want to think about a full Faraday.
That's not a bad way to put it. Yeah. Pretty much like that. Even though they're all single coil pickups, the aluminum has a lot to do with how the magnetic field works.
Very cool.
So we also offer different materials for the saddle.
Yeah.
Delrin, middle of the road, synthetic material, slides really well if you're using the camtail. Some people want to go darker, so they'll use ebony, and then we can go brighter with brass. But the majority of people will choose Delrin.
Delrin, like a pick material.
Like the pick material, yeah.
Like picks.
That's it.
Another thing too that's really cool that I really like, these knobs here, because Andy loves surfing. This idea came from when you glass a surfboard, you get the drippings form these stalagmites.
That's it.
Right? And then back in the 50s, they would make gear shifting knobs out of them, jewelry, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But Andy was like, hey, you know what? I like guitars, so how about we make some knobs out of them too?
Probably the most expensive knob set ever made because you have to pour a layer, let it dry for 45 minutes, come back, and how many layers do we have? Some are like super skinny too.
Wow, I
so,
didn't even realize that.
Yeah, then you've got a big brick of this stuff, then you mill out every piece, including the camtail piece here.
Wow.
Then you have to bore it out, then put the insert in, then polish it, and it's like, I don't even want to know how much those cost, but they're part of the guitar, which is really unique and looks
Dude,
really
let's get
cool.
one of these cases out.
Inspired by vintage Porsche fabric, we make the cases. This is a fabric insert called Pepita. That's the pattern, and it was modeled after one of Kurt Listag, our Taylor Guitars co-founders, Porsches.
That's
so
all.
it just looks killer.
We did an event at Porsche a month and a half ago.
Oh, yeah.
And we brought our powers, and they were looking at this material, and they're like, wait a minute, is that the seat material? I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
And then too, like the idea is that the way that the case opens.
I never thought about that either, right? So Andy Powers, after working on and building so many guitars, if you open up a case, it's always facing away from you. So he's like, finally, I want to open this up, and you guys can see it here. Obviously, I'll be standing on this side, but you open up the guitar, and guess what? It's facing you when you open the case. I was like, I never even would have thought about that. So every little thing he thought about.
Little details.
Yeah.
Hey, Trent, shout out. Congratulations on
Nice
your new
guitar,
powers.
Trent.
Here you go, everybody. If you have any questions, you know how to find me. Emails in the description. Aaron, thank you.
Thank
as
you,
always.
guys. Yeah, for
we
sure.
love these guitars. They're awesome. All right, let's start with this. That is so beautiful, boys and girls. Woo! This bad boy is blinged out. All right, well, here's what we'll do. We'll just go through real quick what they've got here. We'll just go down the row here. One of the very best wood shops in the world. Man, some of the best wood you're ever gonna find are gonna be at Martin. Wow. Ooh, I think that's probably Alpine spruce. Oh, and it's Addy. Anytime you see lighter spruce, I always find that those guitars sound really great. High altitude spruce. Oh, let's fix this bad boy. There we go. Wow. Oh, look at this little guy. Little parlor. All right, brother. I will see you around. I'll swing back by. Cool. Good to see you, though, man.
Yeah, you too.
All right, everybody. That will do it for Fretboard Summit. Quick whirlwind little trip. I'm going to take this Powers here back to the shop and get it set up for our good friend Trent, who's then going to take it somewhere out of this country and enjoy it. Hope this is fun for you guys. Highlights, man, so many highlights. Mark Bartell is a genius. And that new black Bobbin flat iron guitar is dang sweet. Anyhow, hopefully this is fun. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.